Hi, good to see you all. Look at this lovely day. It's the early evening here, and it's been raining all day and the sun's come out. I thought I'll keep you up to date. So where are we? Well, the only thing that's on my mind, in dramatic mode still, in script writing, is that I finished the second one, the Beating Heart, and last night we did a dramatic run of it. I think there were 6 or 7 of us on Zoom. The whole thing probably took about 2 hours. It wasn't like a rehearsal or performance. For most of them, it's the first time they've seen it, so I gave them out. I portioned out all the roles. I think there are 3 ladies and 3 men there, and we did it, and really pleased personally. Okay, there was a lot of talk afterwards, and I have to evaluate. You have to look at everything in context. So the people who are there, apart from one, David, you know who you are, who has a background in script writing, the rest of them will say they're just punters, really. Just people, the sort of people who would watch it, and so they discussed it from that perspective. And for any sort of criticism there may have been, it was, like water off a duck's back in a sense, because if they were speaking with any sort of authority or understanding on the background in such matters, then yeah, fine. But it was just general stuff, and it was good, and it was good to listen and to take note, because there's a lot of good stuff there. What I was really anticipating, because he was very quiet, David Jones, and we talked this morning. I phoned him up and we spoke for about an hour, and he's given me so much positivity, lovely, really helpful. It really worked for him, the whole drama, and he basically says, it'll be foolish for the BBC to turn it down. Well, of course, they would be fools, and rightly so, because who would want to take on someone of my age and of my background in what is really just a hobby? I mean, the writing process for me is very cathartic. It's not anything I do to expect to make money out of. It's just something that really settles me. When I'm stressed, I write, and the stress goes. And when it comes to these screenplays, I must say, nothing in my recent past has settled me as much as writing these things. And so what I've done, I've started the third one. Yes, I'm sorry. The idea now is, and it's sort of fresh in my mind, is that I'm going to do a third one. There'll be 3, a trilogy, but there'd also be 6 parts of an hour each as a TV drama, and that's how I'm going to pitch it, as a TV drama with all 6 episodes. Of course, I haven't written the last 2, but I'm about 20% through. I'll say the third, which I'm calling Trunk Call. I think Trunk Call, something like that, and it's going to go crazy. It's same characters. And it's 6 months after the events of the second one, and the gifts that they've had, for whatever reason, the gifts have turned around 180 degrees, and they've now got the opposite gifts just come out of the blue. So, for instance, Laura, who had this great wisdom, is now basically an idiot. so take it from there. But the key thing, though, is Kit, because Kit had words of knowledge. Thing is, he still gets them, but the knowledge is not good knowledge. It's not knowledge that's going to benefit anyone. So it takes them on many adventures. Kit and Paul end up, I believe, in some sort of commune. I'm not sure. It's probably in the Lake District, where Kit becomes a guru to a terrorist group. And so there's a lot of tension and peril, in that they're going to commit some sort of atrocity, and Kit is the key to it, and the rest have to stop him before it's too late. So it's come a long way from being a parochial little story in a care home. It's now got national implications. But I'm having great fun, and there's fantasy elements in this. I had great fun in writing the sequence in the second one with the wheelchair chase, and that went down really well. So we read it through last night, and so taking that one step further, Laura is going to she's going to be cured of her idiocy and go back to normal, and she's going to join the team looking for Kit and Paul, and she's going to get a souped up wheelchair. Think of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in wheelchair form. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but this is the fantasy element. I suppose there's sort of shades of Harry Potter there, I suppose, but I don't mind that. And Kit, of course, you know, he's getting these words of knowledge, but he doesn't realise that they're bad. He doesn't realise that he's taken the dark way, and the spiritual element, which will be undergirded by Flo, the strong Christian, is that his conscience has to kick in at some point as the one thing he has in his arsenal that can counter this madness. You know, so I think Flo and others will be praying that his conscience sort of kicks in, and we're going to see this with conversations between Kit and Paul regarding, you know, what his conscience is telling him and maybe what Paul's conscience is telling him. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't written any of this stuff. It's all in my head, and I write it as I go along. So nothing is really pre-planned, except for sort of very brief, sort of basic stuff. And there's going to be another elephant. There's going to be 2 elephants. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope this is of some sort of interest to you. And if you want to know more, you know, at least get back to me and chat, because some of you have, and you know, I'll be doing another reading of this third one maybe in 2 or 3 weeks time, so maybe you can join that, because we had great fun last night doing it. Okay, until next time, see you then. Bye.